the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
All right, well, the story, the heat today again, Lacey.
It's going to be so hot later this afternoon. It's already warm this morning, guys, but the dangerous heat will take over all 77 counties later today. Now, we have yet to reach 100 degrees here in Oklahoma City. The heat index has, but the air temperature has not. Today, that will change, and today I think we see a lot of ones showing up on this map. That's the number of days at or above 100. We've had several in southwestern Oklahoma, up to 6 in Altus. Folks have just been cooking down in the southwest, and today southwestern Oklahoma again will have some of the hottest air temperatures. I'm showing you the dew points. Why? Because what's going on with the way the winds are oriented, they're clockwise around this area of high pressure. What that does is brings in desert-like air. Look at the dew points now back into New Mexico, West Texas, southwestern Oklahoma. They're dropping, and that air mass is headed up over Oklahoma. So instead of this Gulf air, that will mix out today, and when you have dry air, it heats up a lot quicker than humid air. Today, the triple digits will be all across Oklahoma, down into Texas, all the way down to Mexico. The hottest temps in the country today will be right here into the southern plains. And unfortunately, we still have just over 1,000 customers without power after damaging severe storms yesterday. Those flared up in the late afternoon, continued into the evening and overnight. David Payne and the trackers were monitoring those and bringing you updates. Let me show you some of the video. Had a brief tornado yesterday. That supercell went up. It was spinning like crazy in the Texas Panhandle, moved into the Oklahoma Panhandle, and yes, funnels started to form. Val and Amy Castor and Marty Logan, Tom Pastrano, Brandon Pennell, Jeremy Carter, all out when these storms were going on. Did end up having dust pull up into the storm system, up into the updrafts, not uncommon, and eventually did have a brief tornado that touched down. This thing was spitting out so much wind, had winds to 100 miles per hour and massive hail. Golf ball size hail, lots of baseball. Look at those splashes. Baseball size hail and up to softball size hail. And of course, Marty Logan was right underneath the hail core to bring you the shots of it. And that shattered his windshield once again. Marty's lost so many windshields, it's not even funny, along with all of our trackers. And man, the winds continue. So let me show you what's going on now. Those storms have rolled on out. They've moved through. They were severe up along the Oklahoma-Kansas border. They were rocking and rolling with winds 60 to 70 as they moved across. Still getting a couple sprinkles in the Panhandle, but most of the precip is moving out. We're mostly sunny, 76 degrees. It's humid. Humidity's at 97%. That will not be the case later today. Mid-upper 70s currently, some 60s in the west. We've got a south wind still gusting up to the north, and highs today with that southwest wind dropping the humidity. The air temp climbs 103, 104, 105. And remember, these temperatures are in the shade. When you're in the sunshine, 10 to 15 degrees hotter. That's why your car temperature, car thermometer is always hotter than these numbers. That's the forecast for the shade. Winds will help cool you off some today in a shady spot. Otherwise, it's going to feel like a blow dryer. 15 to 30 mile an hour winds out of the southwest, gusting at times 25 to 30 in the metro, and then they back off some overnight tonight. But that southwest wind ramps up, drops the humidity. I know we're pretty green across the region, which is good, but the fire danger actually kicks up today. And let's give the firefighters a break. Can you imagine battling a wildfire and the types of heat we would have today? Just be careful. Winds pick up, humidity drops. Heat domes directly overhead. That's usually the case. It shifts off to our east. Tomorrow, still dangerously hot into your Friday, but it's backing off Friday into Saturday. Our next storm approaches, and that's a good thing. It does give us rain and storm chances, and the pattern that will be in into the weekend and early next week are for afternoon and evening storms to develop. Still could produce some severe wind and hail, and then the heat dome builds and tries to reload heading into the end of next week. Lows tonight into the 70s, 101 tomorrow, 104 Ponca, 103 in Ada. We'll see 104 in Altus. Again, blistering heat. Literally. The concrete, the pavement, the slide at the playground could blister your skin. That's how hot it will be. 98 in Oklahoma City for your Friday, 102 in Ponca City. Still hot Friday, but backing off, and we'll introduce rain chances into the weekend. Not a washout. Storm chances bump up to 40% on the 4th of July. A more organized system tries to arrive. Again, not a washout even for Independence Day, but that does help keep the temps in the low 90s for a while. Back to you guys.